The subjunctive mood. I know I'm not the right person to explain this kasi pagdating sa English, kailangan mo talagang pag-aralan yan, yung mga subject-verb agreement, yung mga rules na yon. So, unlike sa math, basta mo lang alam yung rules, the rest is logic na lang siya. Sa English kasi, maliban sa dapat grammatically correct yung mga sinasabi mo, the way ka rin mag-pronounce dapat tama rin. Mukhang none of the above ako doon. Pero during my school days, I was able to maintain a line of 9 or 90 above na grades when it comes to English kasi sa school naman yung mga exams, kung ano yung nile-lecture, yun lang din naman ang lalabas. At saka sa mga final exams, yun din lang naman ang lalabas. So napag-aralan mo, kaya nakukuha ko yung, or nami-maintain ko yung 90 above na grades. Pero sa actual na pangyayari, yung alam mo yung pagka the real me, hindi ako ganun kagaling sa English. Sa exam lang, makakaya kong itap yan. Okay, balik tayo sa subjunctive mood. I-disregard nyo yung boses ko or kung mali man yung pag-pronounce ko, i-disregard nyo yan. Doon kayo mag-focus kung anong meron dito sa subjunctive mood. A verb is in the subjunctive mood when it expresses a condition which is doubtful or not factual. It is most often found in the clause beginning with the word if. It is also found in clauses following a verb that expresses a doubt, a wish, regret, request, demand, or proposal. These are verbs typically followed by clauses that take the subjunctive. Asked, demand, determine, insist, move, order, pray, prefer, recommend, regret, request, require, suggest, and wish. In English, there is no difference between the subjunctive and normal or indicative form of the verb except for the present tense, third person singular, and for the verb to be. The subjunctive for the present tense, third person singular, drops the s or es so that it looks and sounds like the present tense for everything. And take note for this. The subjunctive mood of the verb to be is be in the present tense and were in the past tense. Tama ba yung pag-pronounce ko sa were? Were. Regardless of what the subject is. Let's do some examples first before we will go with our 5-item quiz. If I was you, I would run. This is wrong. It should be, if I were you, I would run. The verb follows if and expresses a non-factual condition. I wish he was able to type faster. The correct is, I wish he were able to type faster. The second verb is in clause following a verb expresses a wish. It also suggests a non-factual or doubtful condition. His requirements is that everyone is computer literate. The correct is, his requirements is that everyone be computer literate. Subordinate clause follows main clause with a demand. Next, he recommended that each driver reports his tips. O diba, sa subject-verb agreements dapat driver reports. It sounds like correct. Pero ang correct nito ay, he recommended that each driver report his tips. Now let's do 5-item quiz. confused about subjunctive mood, in most cases, the subjunctive form of a verb is usually the third person form of the verb with the s dropped. But the verb to be is a special case. The subjunctive is used after certain expressions that contain an order or a request, a hypothetical, or a wish. Let's do another example para mas maintindihan itong subjunctive mood. Bago ang example, the subjunctive mood, again lang ha, is the verb form used to express a wish, a suggestion, a command, a condition that is contrary to fact. The form of a verb in the subjunctive mood may differ from the form with the same subject, which is not in the subjunctive mood. So these are the examples. It is recommended that she prepare a short speech before the ceremony. Does this look weird to you? Usually, we would use the verb form prepares with a third person singular pronoun like she. But it's very common to use the subjunctive mood with phrases like it is recommended that or we recommended that. The subjunctive form of most verbs is simply the base form of the verb. Like nito, prepare. One reason this gets tricky is that it only becomes obvious you're using the subjunctive mood when you're using the third person singular. The rest of the time, the verb form doesn't change. So next. It is recommended that you prepare a short speech before the ceremony. Other phrases that are commonly followed by a verb in the subjunctive mood include that it is important, and we insist that. Other phrases that are commonly followed by a verb in the subjunctive mood include asked that, it is important that, and we insist that. More examples. We ask that he listen carefully to the directions before starting the project. Next is Maya insisted that the student seek the aid of the tutor. More examples. If I were a cat, I would lie in the sun all day. It's only obvious that you're using the subjunctive mood when you're using the verb to be. The form of any other verb will remain unchanged. So when you're describing a wish or an impossible situation, use were instead of was. Another, if I were you, I'll be careful. If he were rich, he'd buy 10 yachts. Paano ma-pronounce nito? Sally wishes she were taller.